Welcome to this Jenkins video on nodes and executors. In this video, I will show you how to create a new Jenkins node, connect it to the Jenkins controller, and use the newly created Jenkins node in a job. So let's get started. As usual, I will begin by logging into the Jenkins dashboard. We can create a new Jenkins node by a couple of ways. One of them is by going to the build executor status page, which shows a list of the available Jenkins nodes, and the other one is from manage Jenkins nodes and clouds. I normally go to that page from here since it is quicker. This built-in node that you can see here is the node that was created during the Jenkins installation. It has two executors which are idle, so those executors are not in use. Executors are processes that run on Jenkins nodes. So let's create a new node by clicking on this new node button. I will enter the name for the node. It will be test node. We need to select a node type. At the moment we have just a single type and we are forced to use this permanent agent type. Later on, as we go on adding more nodes, there will be other options available here. But for now, let's continue with this permanent agent. This will take us to this kind of node configuration page where we can enter the configurations for our node. We can provide a name to our node, a description, number of executors, and so on. However, this remote root directory is a mandatory field. We need to provide the path on the node machine where our job builds will take place. In my case, I will give this home administrator Jenkins node. So I will be using a Linux machine as my Jenkins node. I'll also change this number of executors to 2. So what this does is I can run 2 job builds in parallel in the same node. If I choose the number of executors to be 1, I can run only one job build at a time in that node. Choosing the number of executors depends on the available resources in the node. I will also give a label to this node, test node. We can give one or more labels. I will just give it a single label. So this label can be used when we run the job builds. We can restrict the job to be built on a specific node by providing either its label or its name. This is the simplest configuration for a Jenkins node. There are many other configurations. Feel free to research and play with different configuration sections here. I will save it. You can see the test node that I just created has appeared here. However, the icon here, display icon with a cross sign, suggests that this node is not connected to our Jenkins controller. For us to be able to build our jobs in a node, we need to have some kind of way for the Jenkins node to be in contact with the Jenkins controller. Let's see what's inside this. Here, there are commands that need to be executed in the node so that this node gets connected to the controller. Since I have my Jenkins node configuration for a Linux machine, this is the most appropriate one. So I will copy this from here and I'll open the terminal in the machine which is meant to be the Jenkins node. So first of all, I need to create a folder in my home directory. Let's check what is my current directory. So I am in my home directory. I need to create a Jenkins node folder and change the directory to there, Jenkins node. So I am in the right path. So this path was defined in the node configuration. I will now paste those commands here. So the command executed successfully and it shows an info which says connected. One thing I would like to mention here is to be able to create a Jenkins node and connect it to the controller. The node machine needs to have Java installed in it. I had already installed Java in my node machine. The minimum requirement of Java is Java 11 at the moment. You can also try with Java 17 or Java 21. I am, however, using Java 11. I'll go back to Jenkins and refresh it. We can see that the agent is connected and the label is test node. Now we are ready to use this test node in our jobs. If I go back to the nodes page, you can also see that the display does not have any cross mark inside it. I'll go back to dashboard and use this freestyle demo job. Here in the general section, I will restrict this job to be built in test node and I'll leave everything as it was. I'll save it and build this job. And the console output shows that the job was built remotely on test node and the test node label. If I go back here and For example, look into the first build. Here I can just see workspace and no information about the node. This is because we did not have any node created at that moment, and all the jobs executed in the built-in node. I'll go back to the dashboard. This was all for the Jenkins node creation video. I will log out from my Jenkins. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found it useful and helpful. If you would like to learn more about Jenkins and other stuffs, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.